16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Here's Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Motion, motion, motion. Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Tighten that, let's go.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 48, Mike 48. Better bring it. You better bring it. You let me know right now.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 48's mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. He was looking for Watkins that time. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Forced out to his left. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Right here, right here. 48.
From the 29, Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, Ridley. 48, Mike. 48, Mike. Ridley.
Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
48. Yellow. We own it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the... Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 93 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Yellow. They're running it. Delta.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Here we go. Who do you want?
Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Baby, that's baby shot. Hey, look, 46. Right now, let's go. Yep. Watch the twist.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
38 yards on the scamper there.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll run with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Now Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take it all